How you doing, guys? Today's video is what's the best ammunition for your 1911. And I'm going to start to say this, the very first ammunition that was mainly used in the 1911 when it came out was the 230 grain ball ammunition, or something like this. Just a 230 grain full metal jacket, any good quality, because it fed the best. What happens is, let me show you, this gun is empty. I have a dummy round in it. In here, you can see there's the, let me just get something. Yeah, in here is your ramp and your chamber. And in your chamber, around the sides of it, they chamfer it. Okay, now on most of your high-end guns. Because when you put the bullet in, basically, this is your bullet, you put it in, and you can see it here. And what happens is as goes forward, you see how it feeds into there, and it feeds right into the chain, and you pull your trigger and it goes bang. Most of your 230 grain at the time would have no problem feeding, but then they came out with the new bullets. Came out with bullets like this, hollow points like this. You see how angled these are? Sharper. And if the gun's chamber in there where I showed you where the bullet goes wasn't smooth or an angle a little, the bullet had a tendency of hitting, like right here, and jamming. So most of your 1911s now, they take the chamber and they sand them down a little, or they polish the ramps so the bullet can feed up, feed up into the chamber. Still, the best for reliability would be your regular 230 grain full metal jacket, or they call it ball ammunition because it looks like a ball. But that is the best ammunition for a 1911. Really, it feeds better than the hollow points and stuff. However, they have been modified to to feed a little bit better, but still they have that angle, and that angle, if it's sharp enough, will catch the lip of your chamber. So for reliability, I recommend a good 230 grain bullet, or at least a bullet that would have a cover on there, or like a piece of they have polymer tips, some of them, so they have, but I usually use this match grade RWS ammunition. Pretty good quality stuff, not really expensive, or any good quality Federal or whatever would run fine. I mean, I've put Federal through this gun and I have not had any problems, with any kind of jams or anything like that. And most of your higher end 1911s are going to have that work done. Some won't. So if you're in a buying market, as generally your 1911s, like your at Browns, are not going to, they will be chamfered out a little, but they won't be chamfered as much as your Nighthawk and the Wilson Combat. So they're chamfered a little bit more. So, but that's something you could probably do on your own, or take it to a gunsmith to do. There's plenty of videos on the internet about that and on YouTube. But that's very, very important. That's probably one of the simplest and the single most important modifications on your chamber of your barrel and polishing your feed ramp on a 1911. I can't see how much, I can't say how much more that you really want to do that on there for feeding ability. And drop a little oil on there too, always does help. But as a general rule, just keep using the 230 grain. It's a very good defensive round. It's a threat stopper. I wouldn't worry about it going through somebody and coming off the other end, because it's relatively not a very high pressure cartridge, and it stops fairly fast, but it has very good penetration. And when you're talking about a threat stopper, you want something that will maybe break a bone and go through to a major blood vessel or artery. A lot of the hollow points are actually designed to stop, so they may not have the penetration of a full metal jacket 230 grain bullet. But you can buy reduced loads, you can buy plus Ps, that's up to you. But and most of these are your rounds that law enforcement are going to be using too, and FBI. You don't want to go with too much of a really rare or unusual, silver tip, hollow point, blah 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 bullet, because then there could be legalities you run into. But thanks a lot for tuning into the video, and I hope you enjoy it. Thanks.